and welcome this morning, this lovely day, to your Monday morning espresso shot. Let us begin by placing our awareness in the area of the heart and do this gentle, simple, yet powerful technique. And let us take slow, deep, gentle breaths and visualize these flowing in and out of our hearts. And when you take these breaths, imagine that these breaths represent the level of nurturing you want to give yourself today. And take it deep and gentle. Imagine you hugging yourself, hugging your heart as you take these gentle, deep breaths in. Very slowly, allow it to just savor and last. And then when you exhale, imagine that you're giving that hug to somebody who you really want to physically hug, but are unable to at this point in time. So do that. Placing awareness in the area of the heart, taking slow, deep, gentle, nurturing, loving breaths. And visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. Breathe slow, breathe gentle, breathe lovingly. See if you can maintain the awareness in the area of your heart that keeps you centered, that keeps you present. Very important to be present when you're doing this. Allow all the other cares and worries in the world, allow those things to just be in abeyance for now. This is your moment, your time, your nurturing moment. Take the next few minutes and nurture yourself, because the most important thing in your life is you being healthy, because that's the only way you can serve others. Otherwise, you will be the one that's going to need help. But you are stronger than that. So let us take this moment to nurture ourselves, become healthy so that we can serve those around us. Slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing these breaths flowing in and out of our hearts, breathing gently, hugging our hearts energetically as we breathe in, and extending our hearts to others as we exhale. Take it slow, take it gentle, and hold it in your heart. Hold that love in your heart. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Truly appreciate your participation and you sharing your energy with us. It is highly appreciated because the energy actually expands uh, more than linearly. So if there's five of us, it probably uh, multiplies the feeling that we experience while we're doing these techniques. So today's things that make me go moment. So things that make me go this particular one is something that came across this weekend for me. and it is about centering. You know, centering, a resilience building hack. I had a client that I was coaching this particular weekend, as I do many times. And in this one, the question he asked me was, "Hey, how do I keep resilient? How do I manage not to fly off the handle all the time?" And the idea there is, flying off the handle all the time means that you are actually not resilient. And resilience is the ability to bounce back from an adverse situation, or to cushion the emotional impact of some trigger that happens. So let me give you an example. You know, there was a time when back in my corporate days, when I was not as resilient as I am now, thankfully. I was triggered by individuals. So, for example, there's one particular individual, and every time I saw him, I would replay issues that I've had with that person, and I would keep holding it in my heart. And of course, we all know from our engagement here is that that particular thing causes you to create stress responses. It forces your system to go into this overdrive mode. And I would go from that point to a little better, but then always kind of hang around on that particular emotional scale of sadness, depression. So one day when I was taking the HeartMath training, they taught me a technique which I thought was amazingly brilliant, very simple, and I want to share that with you. And then in the next segment, we will practice that technique. But I want to share with you what that particular technique does, so that we at least have some understanding of that. The technique is called inner ease technique. Now, it's not something that HeartMath invented. HeartMath gave it a name. It was actually invented thousands of years ago, and by ancient wisdom. And this is the place where you sit in meditation and you become centered, and you bring in the inner ease. Now, because I'm a HeartMath trainer and I know that the depth of their science, one of the things HeartMath discovered is that when you get to that point of inner ease, you get to a neutral state and you begin to reverse the impact of the stress response. You actually stop stress response and you begin to trigger the anti-aging rejuvenating response, the disease healing response, by doing this inner ease technique. And what they found was that you can get from the sad depression state to that state of inner ease fairly quickly by practicing for 15 minutes a day. And it doesn't take years to master this. It takes maybe a few days, at the most 2 weeks. And if we do this for 15 minutes a day, imagine your body being trained to do that. So when you go into that state of anger, you can come right out of it by centering yourself. Now, when you center yourself, you've got a lot of room on either side. Now, if you look at my hands, those of you are seeing it on the video, if you center yourself, you've got a lot of room on either side to go through extreme joy to extreme sadness, okay? And then bounce right back in the center. So from center, you have a lot more ability, and that's called resilience capacity. So when you do this technique, it actually expands your ability to go from bookend to bookend, and actually expands it so that it's beyond, it goes forever. And I think that is something I thought was a brilliant, simple, pragmatic thing for the beautiful people at HeartMath to offer us. And what I do is I take that and I add other things to it so that we can always remain at that center. And I'd like to share with you the actual preparation that you need to do before we engage in it in the next minute or so. So the preparation is this: reaching for an experience or a feeling of calm, of peace, even when things are coming at you, how you can move with ease and with grace. It's that ballet moves, or it's that matrix moves where Neo is doing one of these little bending and movements when the bullets are flying. That's exactly how one of these army personnel was able to actually understand what inner ease is. It's that ability to kind of stay calm in the center of the eye of the hurricane. So bring forward a feeling of calm and ease, whether that's at the beach or at the mountains or anywhere else. And now I want to practice that with everybody here. So let us just begin to place our awareness in the area of the heart and maintain the slow, deep, gentle breaths. Visualize these flowing in and out of your heart. And now I want you to experience that inner ease. I want you to center yourself by bringing forward an emotion or a feeling of you being in that state of calm and just holding space for others who are going through a lot. But right now, you're focused on being the rock for those around you. And so, centered, calm, ease. If you're inner, some people inner ease is going being in nature. Some people want to go fishing. Some people are holding their favorite pet. Some people are sitting there watching their grandson, granddaughter fall asleep. Some people are watching their loved ones while they're sleeping. Whatever that ease is, whatever that feeling of peace is, that's your center. And let's go there now. Slow, deep, gentle breaths. Experience ease in your heart and just feel the peace and love within you. Feel the gentle waves that are just beyond you. Give the intention to experience the etheric body, your energy field that's just beyond you. See how far you can experience this. And all you have to do is just sit in this moment of experiencing calm and peace and sense just a few inches beyond your body and feel that energy. It takes practice, but you will be able to feel the waves and it'll gently rock you back and forth. It's not magic, it's not woo woo, it's actually science. You have an energy field, a magnetic energy field that you can sense and measure. So feel it, get in touch with it. This is the more powerful version of you. This is the 99.99% of the what scientists call empty space in an atom, but really it is not empty space. It is filled with love and filled with multidimensional properties that you can tap into. So sense that, acknowledge it. You are much more greater than the boundary of your flesh. You are beyond that. So see how far you can sense beyond that and experience that, because that is where everything is. That is where 99.99% of you and all that is intermingles. Sense it. Sense it now. Feel the energy flow. Trust me, you will. So just do this so that it brings you to the present moment. Okay, it brings you, centers you. Still continue to experience this feeling of compassion, love, and inner ease. And this allows you to kind of do that. Now, if your hands are clean, gently caress your ears like this, from the top of your earlobe to the bottom of your earlobe here like that. See that? What that does is the ears have meridian points that connect to every part of your body. This is a qigong move that I learned, and this basically helps you massage the entire body through the ears, of course. All right. So if you can't go to a massage today because of the restrictions that are placed on you, you can certainly do one of these and you know rub your hands to stay present. All right, so I'm waiting for any questions that come by. I'll go through and see what the chat area says. In the meantime, what I'd like to do is just share with you what's coming up and how you can deepen your understanding of the concepts that I share with you here. There's a couple of things happening in Raleigh and in Indianapolis. So in June and July, I will be live telestreaming with my Cryon presenter family, Lee Carroll, Monica, Dr. Amber Wolf. Hello, Dr. Amber Wolf. You're here today. Thank you so much for joining. Of course, Marilyn Harper and Michelle Karen. So those are the individuals that I'll be participating in on those 2 days. And the topics are going to be different for me. I'll have 2 different topics there. All right. And then we have a live stream happening for August 28th. That was meant to happen in Banff, but it's happening now via telestream, and I'll be doing a workshop, a full day workshop with Dr. Wolf, and both of us are looking forward to that. So more information coming to you very soon for this. So if you have any questions, this is the time. Let's chat. So I'm just going to go through. I see. Oh, hello, Dylan Sudanta. Thank you joining me from UK. Hope everything's well. I understand that the emergency measures have been extended by Boris Johnson. Hope everything's going well for you guys. Good morning, dearest Amber. Good to hear from you, Dr. Oshie. Thank you so much, Dr. Oshie from London. Lou and Will from Regina. Good morning. Hugs long distance. Absolutely. Can't wait to do it in person for all of you. Thank you. So Oshie, Dr. Oshie says an extension of the hand rub can I share? It generates warmth in the hands. Yes, it does generate warmth in the hands, and we all know that a lot of the reflexology techniques has the points in the meridians in the hand. For example, thank you, Oshie, for saying that, because one of the things that is in the hand is the heart meridian. So if you take a middle finger and put it here and you rub that, that actually helps you, with the heart meridian. I'll have to go back and double check that, but it's I'm still getting used to the qigong approach. But you can do that. It's a wonderful technique. I might just introduce some of the meridian massage points for each week. Maybe we can have a meridian massage point per week, and we can pick one and work on that in addition to the breathing technique. So let's see what happens. Great. And then you can place it on your eyes and heart afterwards. Great, thank you. And Oshie says that you have a lovely map you can share with you. Well, absolutely, why not? If you share it with me, I'm happy to forward it to the people, to everybody that's on this list, if you're okay with that. Thank you so much. From Dil and Sudanta, I assume. The tingling pulsation of the energy field on your open palms and fingertips and the coolness at the crown of the head is so reassurance of the field around you of your head. Yes, fantastic. You can actually now begin to sense this. When you actually set the intention to sense what is beyond your body, what you're doing is you're acknowledging that part of you that's greater than you. And this is the important aspect. I'm an applied scientist. I'm an engineer. And what really brought me into this idea about feeling beyond your body is the idea that an atom, we learned about the Bohr's model of an atom. It looks like these little spherical balls. And when you look at the actual textbooks, and really the Bohr's model of an atom is just a representation, is a physical representation of something that is 99.99% non-physical. And even that small piece that's physical is actually only momentarily physical. The electron is the only physical part, but it comes and goes as you observe it. So there's there's something to be said about an atom that is very much non-physical, and your body is made up of atoms, really. So if every atom, because this is science, every atom is 99.9999% non-physical, then you are 99.99% non-physical, and your shell and your body that you're experiencing now is only 0.0000001% of you. And so when you sense outside of you, outside of this body, you're sensing you as the real you. So that is your authentic you, and the energy field is who you are, and not this particular shell of your body. So once you set the intention to actually sense that which is beyond the physical body, you are now acknowledging that part of you that is non-physical. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dr. Oshri, for allowing me to share that, and I'll happily send it out and attach it to the document. Oh, Lou and Will are holding Lemurian crystals right now. Poof. No, I don't want to know what happened after you did that. Thank you so much, Lou and Will. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been wonderful connecting with you all as usual, and I look forward to next week when we can pick another topic and hopefully another Qigong technique. So thank you for all your participation. I look forward to connecting with you live next week. Take care.